Hello, everybody. This is the Claflin Athletic Show, sponsored by Tony T. Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, Jeep of Orangeburg, South Carolina. Once again, we have University Advancement with Miss Veronica Cohen. You remember her from the excellent show that ended up being 2 parts when Claflin went to Africa. Boy, we have gotten a lot of feedback from the pictures and the things and opportunities that the students get going to Claflin and the partnerships developed with corporations and the activities done. So we have another show with her today. We never know what she's pulled out the hat to be able to share with you. Here is Miss Veronica Cohen from Claflin University Advancement.
Hi.
Boy, that show that we did, we ended up doing 2 parts out of Africa. Boy, we have gotten so much feedback. Or actually, Claflin has gotten so much feedback from that show and the presentation that you did.
That is absolutely excellent. We enjoyed that trip so much. And the faculty, Dr. Adams, that presented while we were on the air to her class was phenomenal. And especially her background being a professor in African American studies. Not African American, but African studies. It all was so connected of what she learned and what she actually fed to her students and to us on the podcast. It was awesome. So I thank you for letting me share that with the others or some of the others that was a part of the trip as well. But that was exciting. We enjoyed ourselves.
And it came across that it was exciting and that you enjoyed it. It was, and then the pictures and the pictorial things we were able to put from it just added so much to it. So for those of you who missed it, you can go back and see it. It's on Claflin Roku, and it's showing still on every Thursday, which is Claflin Day on INSiiGHTS Roku. All of their features are up there all day Thursday, so you can get caught up on anything that you missed.
Yes.
What do you have going on now at Claflin? I understand this is the crown jewel of all the activities at Claflin. What's going on?
You know, we wait for entering classes of freshmen, and then 4 years to 5, sometimes 6 years later, there's a what? A commencement. And that commencement celebrates the students that are ready to take on the world and to become a part of the society with a degree from Claflin University. So on Saturday, May 6th at 10 o'clock, we will have our commencement, and it will be live on Facebook as well. So it's the buzz in the air. Our students are excited, and we have some of our students that work in our office, and they come to say goodbye, and I'm going home. Well, what are you doing? It's an exciting time. The spirit is lifted. So Saturday is going to be awesome. So my area as well, we manage Ms. Zelda Lee, who's the director of alumni relations. She manages the golden class. And what the golden class is they've graduated 50 years ago. So they come back and they're on these beautiful gold regalia. And they are actually at the commencement, they are part, their names are called, so they get to stand up in their golden regalia. We have a president's luncheon for the golden class, as well as a social that night, and then there's commencement. So they are recognized at the commencement, and it's really an amazing event where you see these class of 1973 that come back, and they are a part of commencement as well. So that part is going on for commencement. So we also manage what we call the President's Tour for the alumni chapter. Our first president tour was April the 18th in New York City with the alumni from the New Jersey, New York chapters and New York Metro. So what is the President Alumni Chapter Tours about? The president speaks to the alumni about updates at Claflin University and being in the soft phase of a capital campaign and how we desired the support of the alums to help us to raise funds for need-based scholarship. So a part of the capital campaign, when we talk about need-based scholarship, so those funds fill in the gap where the parents or the students have exhausted their financial aid and they have no other means to find funds to close that gap to become a student. So that need-based scholarship helps to close that gap. So we're trying to raise $5 million based on our involvement with alums, family, and friends to help us to do that in the next 2 to 3 years. So we have raised already 2 million. So we have 3 million to go. So what the president is doing is presenting to these alumni in various areas how important it is that we have the support to raise these funds to help our students. So by saying that the first meeting was in New York and it was very successful. Looking forward to receiving funds from those alumni there. The second meeting is going to be May 9th in Somerville. So Somerville meeting is next Tuesday. It's from 7 to 9 at the Hilton in Somerville. And we've sent out invitations and information about the meeting itself. We have about a little over 100 alums that have RSVP to attend, and the president will present his mission and the information that's needed in order for the alums to actually help us to obtain this goal of raising 5 million in the next 2 years. The next president tour is May 11th in Augusta, Georgia, with those alums in that particular area. Then we have May 25th, upstate Spartanburg. This is going to be exciting because we're working with folks from the baseball stadium in Greenville Drive, baseball, the stadium there, to actually host the event for the upstate Greenville alums in that area there. And for June 21st, we will be in Charlotte. So we will be at the Truist Bank in downtown Charlotte, which is a beautiful environment to have an engagement for the President's Tour. The last tour for this fiscal year will be in Philadelphia. Oh, I'm so sorry. Will be in Philadelphia area for those alums to actually be talking about the same thing of raising those need-based funds. But not only talking about raising funds, what we do as well is we help those chapters to introduce them to new members, to the younger alumni, to be a part of their chapters. So it's an amazing time here at Claflin.
Claflin University has been the choice of thousands of students to help them prepare for a life of success and to realize their dreams.
Claflin has an amazing reputation of preparing the workforce here in the South Carolina region and globally. We know that your experience here at Claflin will be transformational.
The university has many articulation agreements with international institutions of higher education. Consider Claflin University as your choice because the world needs visionaries.
So this is just the beginning. This is only the beginning for the tours. And starting next fiscal year, which is 23-24, we will then start again with the President's Tour, but to the different various location to get alumni involved and to be more engaging with alums in their activities. So those are some of the things that we're doing as well.
No, those are critical in terms of fundraising activities. Are these fundraising activities of the presidential tour, are these something new, or has this something that goes on annually? Give us a...
Well, for me, it's new. I think they have visited maybe about 1 or 2 chapters before I came about 7, 8 months ago. And what stopped it basically, it was the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So now one of the initiatives that I'm working on when it comes to alumni and alumni engagement, increasing alumni engagement and activities, is the presidential tours. Another part of that initiative is to help the chapters to increase their membership by going to chapter meetings and arranging opportunities for workshop to teach them about our policies and procedures. What works, what doesn't work? What is an endowment? How does that impact our students? How does it impact Claflin University? So we need to educate. Not need to, we will, because that's a part of the initiative that we have implemented in some of our key performing KPIs, indicators, will come out on the end of we implement the initiative. Here's how it's going to impact us. And here are the key performance indicators that will allow us to continue to do this. So at the end of it, you get your ROIs, your rate of investment. What does return on investment? What does that look like? Our president is a numbers person. He's awesome when it comes about analyzing it in numbers. So it's always important to show what your ROIs are when you are implementing such an initiative. So what do you get out of it? What does the alumni get out of it? What they will get out of it is an understanding, a better understanding of why do we do this? Why is it important? And let me step back for a second, because some of the president's tour that we're doing locally, we're taking our students with us.
Oh, I
2
like
or 3 students,
that.
so we can showcase the students, and the students will talk about their experience of receiving a scholarship and what did that mean to them. What did it mean to you, to that student and their family, of receiving those funds to attend Claflin University after they have exhausted their financial aid? So they will be a part of that tour. To talk about, we have 2 students that's a part of the honors program that will be with us in Somerville on next Tuesday, and 3 students that will go with us in Augusta on May the 11th. So all of our trips, we have students that, and this is amazing. So I met with the students, and I'm meeting with them first because I need them to understand what we're doing, and this is why we're doing this, and this is what I need you to expound on when you're speaking with alums, with the president, about your adventure and your experience here at Claflin, and what did those scholarships, how did that impact your entire life and your families? So there will be a part of that as well, which I think is absolutely amazing, that they will be a part of that conversation that we will have with those alums that will attend those events for Claflin University. So,
I think seeing those and having those highly academic students representing Claflin at those meetings is an exceptional idea. I have 2 questions. One, is it open to everybody or invitations sent?
It is open to everyone. You are, let me see if I can hold on a second. I'm looking for the address, which I have here. I have even sent invitations to corporate in those particular areas, our donors, board of trustees, alumni, everyone really need to hear what President Womack is doing and how amazing the information that he will be sharing, because it talks not only about Claflin, but it talks about what's going on in Orangeburg as a whole, the city, the county, the reimagining of the downtown, the buildings, and what's happening here. Do you know in Orangeburg, and I didn't know this because I had a meeting with the Economic Development Committee last week, and there are 12,000 folks in Orangeburg, and 72% of those are African Americans. And there is so many opportunities here for the elevation and transformation, not only of Claflin, but of the city itself. And they have so many things in place to happen to Orangeburg within the next 2 to 3 years. So we've met with the county and the city. So everything is connected. So there is, and we need to know who our surrounding industries are. Who are you? Do you know us? And get familiar with what their needs are. So once our kids have graduated, they will have an opportunity not to leave the area, but stay in the area. That's what we need them to do. So we're finding out who these companies are. And so eventually we'll get together so we can have a nice meet and greet so they can figure out who are we. And here's what we have to offer you. Here's our students, these are the disciplines, this is what they can do. What type of positions do you have? Do you have internships, summer internship, fall, spring, full-time positions? Can we get some scholarship funds? How do we partner with you? Do we get your CEOs and presidents or your managers, directors to come in and speak to a class, to teach us if you're manufacturing of what you're doing, so we can integrate those things into our curriculum as we move forward, so our students can be prepared and ready, and they can make the wonderful salaries and don't have to leave this area. So there's so much going on here. It's just amazing that we are part of it.
That's all interesting news. What I'd also like to ask you is, when you do these, do you have, or do your alumni identify academic students to attend, and perhaps recruiting them to attend Claflin University?
Of course, our alums are recruiters.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them have recruitment day, or if our missions office can't go to those places, those alums will attend. And most of our alumni, they're in education as well, because that's what Claflin a long time ago was known for. Mm-hmm. If you look back at the alums long time ago, that's the field that they ended up into, teachers from K to 12. Mm-hmm. So yes, they recruit students all the time to come to Claflin. One of our board of trustees, he was on campus last week, and he had this family with him, shown them around campus, and he's an alum, showing them around campus, introducing them to the admissions office, to the different departments. And, this is Claflin. This is what we have to offer. So yes, our alums, I have one alum that bought his granddaughter. Mm-hmm. Taking pictures, putting it on Facebook. I brought my granddaughter to my alma mater. Mm-hmm. So they're proud alums, and they help to recruit at all times. Now, for Tuesday, May 9th, for the President's Alumni Chapter Tour, it's going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn, Homewood Suites, Somerville. And it's called the Low Country Conference Center. It's 406 Sigma Drive in Somerville. And it's from 7 to 9 Of course, we will have food, a nice cash bar, and it's a time to engage and see alums or friends, families. Bring your spouse, bring your next door neighbor. And you know, these folks work for these huge companies that they can invite them as well. And they already know, you know, bring them with you so they can hear firsthand from our president of what's going on at Claflin and to meet the president as well. So, and they'll find that Dr. Womack is very warm and he's very smart and he wants the best for the school. He is the #1 fundraiser for Claflin University, and which is at most schools, your president is your #1 fundraiser. But you know, but you know, we have to do our part too as well as in the Division of Institutional Advancement. But he is an amazing president and is doing wonderful things at Claflin University.
Would you give us the information again? I think you said May 11th, 7 to 9.
No, this is Tuesday, May 9th. Tuesday, May 9th from 7 to 9. This is the Dorchester, Berkeley, Charleston, and Collington alumni chapters in that area. So Somerville is like the central point of where all of those counties are. Okay. And it's going to be Tuesday, May 9th from 7 to 9, the Hilton Garden Inn, Homewood Suite. Okay, what happened to my thing? Homewood Suite, Somerville, Low Country Conference Center. It's going to be 406 Sigma Drive. And that's in Somerville. That's May 9th. That's Tuesday.
So all you Claflinites, all you Claflin Panthers in the immediate area and nearby, and those with an interest and love for your institution, please mark that on your calendar. Go out and support your university.
And right now, you don't have to RSVP. I'm done with that RSVP. Just come, show up. We want to see you. We do.
Well, you mentioned something earlier that I wanted to go back to when you talked about commencement and graduation and the golden class and gold regalia and 50 years since they graduated from the university. How are they received by the Claflin students when they see them come?
It's very heartwarming. It's like a proudness that looking forward into the future, like, look at this. They're perceived very positively. You know, because most of those folks, either they have grandkids that are graduating, great grandkids that are graduating. So they know some of the students that are there. So, but they're received positively all the time. Yes.
I have seen that done before, and it's such a heartwarming part of the commencement activity when they come in and proudly walk in. And I know some of them that have worked to be able, through their own health conditions, to be able to walk in with pride and usually to standing ovations. I mean, people just have so much respect for them.
Now, look, they have been out of school for 50 years. And some of the tolls of life, positivity, all types of life, you see it in them, in how proud they are to be connected and a part of the ceremony that's honoring not only the undergrad or the masters, but it's actually honoring them as well. So yeah, they're excited as well, and they get an opportunity to see each other if they hadn't seen each other in so long. We have a registration for them as well, nice little breakfast, and then the president actually hosts the presidential luncheon for them, and they can bring one of their guests with them as well. And then at night we have a social. The social is awesome. We have a DJ, and they have fun. And we give them all these beautiful little gifts from Claflin University, just to let them know that they are appreciative. Now, their goal to raise is $300,000. These golden class usually meet their goals, and they have a certain amount of time to raise the funds. And these are the folks that actually they give a lot of funds of their hard-earned cash and funds back to Claflin University. And mostly when you think about alums giving, they give to need-based, because you know why? They understand. They were here. You have some of these folks that came to college a long time ago that didn't have a bathroom or running water or whatever a long, long time ago. But they came to college. They had a room, they had a roommate, they had running water, they had food, they had all of the necessities that some of them did not have at home. So with that, and it took me a long time to understand this, but with that, that's why they love the university so much and would do so much for the university. And this is not only at Claflin, I've seen it at other universities as well. The older alum, that's where their heartfelt and their love came from, because their university took care of them. Yeah.
And that's significant. And one of the things that happened is that the students themselves, as they see that, it gives them something to look forward to when their time comes.
Yes.
Oh, well, Ms. Cohen, I always appreciate you taking time out to come on and share some of the insight that's going on at Claflin University. And I also know that you're on a committee with the Pause Up golf tournament that's coming up in July.
Yes. And you know, this, I was just working on sending out some information about the Pause Up Golf Classic. And let me pull it up here. And it's actually at Lake Marion Golf Club. It's Friday, July 3rd, 2023. And they have, it's a variety, various sponsorship level that you can do for the tournament itself. And I don't have all of those confirmed as of yet, but I'm getting ready to send out the save the date. So July the 7th is the date for the Pause Up Golf Classic. If you play golf, get a team together, come on out. And if you have any questions about how to make a donation or sponsor the golf classic, just email me at V as in Veronica Cohen, COHEN, at claflin.edu. And I will give you all the information necessary for you to sign up with your team for the golf classic. So remember, Lake Marion Golf Club, July the 7th, it's a Friday. And they have other activities going on as well the night before. But as I say, those information is being confirmed. And as soon as we get them confirmed, we'll send them out to you. So thank you. And the next time we meet, Mickey, I'll have all of those sponsorship package and everything for you, so we can talk more about what that day and the day before, what it's going to look like.
And we appreciate that, because soon as we close this out, you will see a promo prepared by INSiiGHTS for this golf classic that we have already prepared, and it will come up immediately after this interview.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mickey.
We appreciate you so much. And thank you for being you and bringing the energy to the Claflin Athletic Show.
You know, I can only be me. And I thank you, Mickey, for allowing me just to be my authentic self, because a lot of people don't understand what that is or means. But you allow me to do that, and I appreciate you so much for that.
Well, we can only hope that you continue to be who you are, which is a shining light for Claflin and continue to do that. And having been in that office myself, I know it's a lot of work that goes on, and you don't have a slow period. It keeps going and going and going. You have to keep up with the university.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and we look forward to the next time that we have you.
Yes, I look forward to it. I always love talking with you.
Oh, thank you. The pleasure is mine.
Facebook.
Follow us on Twitter. INSiiGHTS.
Yeah.
2 I's in the middle. INSiiGHTS.